Tell everybody in here, don't forget. Do not forget what we did. This will not happen again. Do not forget this. To win a campaign with just us, to win a campaign when nobody expects you to win a campaign, that doesn't happen often. Enjoy this, embrace this, relish this. Don't ever forget this. You have been, I have been, part of history. When this book is written, and I don't know the title of the book, it may be One Blue Suit, because I made it through the campaign with one blue suit. That's right, Frank, one blue suit. I don't know the name of the book. All I know is, I knew this going in. It's a pain in the you-know-what to run for office. But how blessed am I? How fortunate am I that I ran and decided to run at a time when big questions were being asked? How fortunate am I to run at a time when the American people were actually debating freedom? When the American people were actually reading constitutions.
Yeah.
What a glorious, glorious thing. So 13 months ago, that one guy with his beat-up pair of loafers and his one blue suit found himself in Washington this past week, with the largest Republican freshman class we've had yet. I've been consistent with saying a few things over the course of 13 months, and one thing I've always said, and I believe it from the bottom of my heart, this is not about me. Politicians and candidates, they always want to get in front of the parade. They always want to lead and be the first one at the dance. This is not about me, this is about you. This is your moment. This is our movement, our moment, our movement. I did nothing that everybody in this room didn't do. We all did the same thing. We all got up off of our backsides and we said, respectfully, I want to take this thing that I call America and I want to take it back. This is your victory. This is your Some very quick thank yous to our staff. To our staff. It was a topsy-turvy affair, but to Nick and John and Marianne and Bob and Lizzie and Chicky and Carol Ann and Brett and Mel, to our staff, Godspeed and thank you. I am a proud son of this movement, this Tea Party, this 9/12 movement. I am a son of that movement. And to our 9/12 Tea Party leaders, I salute. Looters. Wait a minute.
Oh, Joe.
Not yet, not yet.
That's perfect.
To our movement leaders, I salute you.
Amen.
To Tom, Craig, Carol Ann, Bruce, Tony, Joan, Steve, and Steve, there are a whole bunch of you. Keep doing what you're doing, movement leaders. Keep doing what you're doing. We need this movement to grow. I am a Republican.
Amen.
Make no mistake. I am a proud Republican. I'll go to my grave as a Republican. Hopefully not for a while. I will go to my grave as a Republican. Now I know it's talked about out there, Joe Walsh didn't get any Republican support from. Always, always so important to make this distinction from outside this district. I want to tell you from day one, the Republicans in the 8th District, from our county chairman, to our township chairman, to our precinct committeemen, to our rank and file Republicans. These folks were with us from day one, and I would not have won without these folks. Thank you, Republican Party. You all know too much about my life. I learned a little bit about me. It is very hard to run for office. You open up your life to the world to see. I am a father of 3. I'm a stepfather of 2. I'm a husband of 1. And I gotta tell you, folks, I got that right, didn't I?
Yeah.
For those of you who have known me a while, my life has been my kids for a long, long time. And I gave up that part of my life this last year to Joey Jr., Megan and Patrick and Jacob and Allie. From your mother and I, we apologize for not being there with you this year. We felt compelled to a different course. And we thank you very much, kids, for hanging in there with us. Hey, TJ, I'm almost done. He's looking at his watch. Hey, there's been one person driving around with me for 13 months. There's been one person shaking hands with me for 13 months. There's been one person running around in parades with me for 13 months. And that is my love, my wife, and my partner, Helene. Finally, folks, finally, to the Army. To the Army. To the young and the old, the sick, the busy. If you knew all the stories I knew of everyone who gave up parts of their lives to join this merry band, you'd be amazed. To the Army. To every single volunteer that, and I don't say this lightly, who made history. Folks, we made history. You make history when you surprise the people who write that history.
Yeah.
And we did it. And I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it. I wouldn't have won by 291,000 votes. Oh, that's not right. It'll go up each year. We wouldn't have done it without everybody in that Army who did it all on their own, working train stations, walking neighborhoods, emailing people. It really was the largest grassroots political army of any campaign in this state. To each and every one of you, I am honored to have made that walk with you. Thank you. I close with this, folks. I close having been in Washington for a week, and I was so anxious to get back home. I'm going to be the kind of representative, is Helene listening right now? Who is going to sleep in my office. I'm going to vote, I'm going to do your work out there, but by gosh, I'm going to come home all the time, because I want to be with you all and in front of you all and listening to you all and speaking to you all every single day for the next 2 years. I stand before you. I stand before you with such a sense of humility. At this most crucial time in our country's history,